Good morning. I'm going to show you how to make a multiple featured part, actually a useful part. This is a gearbox housing, just with the basic tools that we have learned so far. So let's get started. So let's come up to File, New. You all know this part by now. Click OK. And I'm going to work everything off our midplanes. So I'm going to start my sketch in a sketch. So I'm going to start on my top plane because I'm going to build this from the bottom up. So I'm going to grab my center rectangle, start right on my 0, 0, 0 point, and we're going to give this some dimensions. Right after we click the right line, there we go, and this should be 6. And our width is going to be 2.625, 625 thousandths. Okay. So let's go to features and extrude that up. It's going to go up 250 thousandths. And the little green check box. So now let's continue on. Let's make the main part of where the gear is actually going to go. So I'm just going to pick that face. I've got my computer set up so it automatically rotates to the side I want to sketch on. So this time I'm going to just kind of hover right, so it's just hovering on that edge. See how it turns orange? Then I can just give it a dimension this way, which is going to be 4 inches. And green checkbox and features, and I'm going to extrude that up 3.5 inches. So there's the start. So now let's start putting in some circles. So now we're going to really work off our midplanes. So I'm going to start with a sketch and a sketch. I'm going to come over here to my design tree. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to start with my front view plane. Grab my circle. I'm going to hover over that midpoint there, and I'm going to come down a little ways. I'm going to find this midpoint here. Come back in. And we'll just draw a circle. And I'm going to smart dimension that. I'm not positive that's in the exact center. So I'm going to give it an extra dimension here in a second. And the diameter of that circle is 3 250 thousandths. And let's just double check. Let's come from that edge down to here. I didn't think that was right. So that should be 1.75. That looks a little bit better. Okay. So a little green checkbox. Let's go back to features. Now I'm going to extrude that up. So now I'm going to come down to blind. I'm going to come off the midplane. I had to do a little bit of math, but I just happen to know it needs to come out 3 125 thousandths. Green checkbox. Now it's starting to look like something. Let's do our little holes that need to come out off these two sides. So again, sketch, sketch. Open up my design tree and go to the right plane this time. In a circle, find my midpoint. That's not in the right place, but we can fix that in a moment. And that's going to be 1 250 thousandths. And then from this edge to the center point there should be 1 inch down. That looks good. Alright, checkbox, go to features, we're going to extrude that. I'm going to do that also from the midplane. Doesn't go out quite far enough. But again, I did some math and I know that this wants to be a total of 5 inches. So I'm just going to change this to 5 inches. And there we have it. Alright, so now what we want to do is we're going to start cutting out some holes. So we're going to go to Sketch, and Sketch, I'll pick this face. Use that little trick, hover over the perimeter. There's our center mark. Circle. Let's dimension that. And that's going to be 2 250 thousandths. And go to Features, and now let's cut that out. I'm going to change Blind to up to Surface. So I can spin this around. I click this surface, the green checkbox, and it's cut all the way through. So the same thing for this little hole here. So I'm going to Sketch, I'm going to pick that circle, I'm going to add a circle. Again, hover over the perimeter, there's my center mark. And a circle, you have to dimension it. I know I'm going a little fast here. And that is going to be 1. No, I take that back. My mistake. It should be 0.625. There we go. That looks better. And then we're going to come up here to Features. We're going to go to Extruded Cut. I'm going to change this. Also, up to Surface. And I'm going to pick that surface. Even though it looked like it was working, and I wanted to make sure. I like to control it. There's that part. The problem is, we need some bolt holes. Later on, we're going to actually put a cover plate on this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start another sketch. I'm going to start a sketch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a new trick, a revolve command. So I'm going to start with a circle. And we'll dimension that. Eventually, we'll go in and put some holes in this. I mean, some threads into the holes. Then what we want to do is we want to put a dimension from there to our center point. Let's just go right down to here. There we go. And that should be 1.375. As you can see, I haven't changed my units yet. But we'll keep going so we don't run out of recording time. So now I want to show you this new trick. If you come up here to the ribbon, you have a lineal sketch pattern. If we go to the drop down, we also have a circular sketch pattern. So what I want to do is I want to create 6 holes all the way around this. And I want to use this circle as a reference. I'm going to click that circle. And I'm going to click my feature that I want to put in. It automatically changes it to 4. So I'll come over to here. Change this to 6. And a little green checkbox. Now we have 6. So let's cut those out. Let's go to Features, Extruded Cut. And change that up to Surface as well. Let's just spin this around. Remember, I'm using my center scroll wheel to spin that around. A little green checkbox. And there's my holes. Alright, so this actually has to be hollow inside of here. So we can put the gears inside. So let's just come up here to our top. Grab my little rectangle. I'm going to draw a rectangle here. Now I want the walls to be 3/8 of an inch. So we're going to hit Smart Dimension. And we'll just put in 375 thousandths. Do the same for this one. And hit Escape because it picked the wrong item. So let's try that again. Line and line. There we go. 375 thousandths. Get a Smart Dimension. Go to Features. We're going to do an Extruded Cut. And we only want to go down 3.5 inches. We don't want to cut through the whole part. There's our part there. Alright, let's dress this up a little bit. Let's put some fillets in this. Well, might as well stick to 250 thousandths. Keep everything consistent. So let's pick this edge, and we'll pick that edge. And pick that edge, and we'll pick that edge. I really don't like square, hard corners. So let's pick these little edges down here while we're right here. Keep everything consistently at 250 thousandths again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have all the edges. We can checkbox. And there we go. So now what we have is going to put some holes in the top. There's going to be a plate here as well. So I'm going to go to Sketch. Put that little spot there. A little circle. And the trick I've shown you in other videos. I'm going to hover over my fillet edge. There's my center point. We'll go all the way around. Put in little holes here. And again, down the road, these will be threaded, which I'll show you in a different video. And I'm going to smart dimension these. Kind of snuck on the 250 thousandths on this project. And one more. And a little green checkbox. Go back to features. Extruded cut. This one I do want to do it as a blind, but I only want to go down an inch. That's why I'm going to use the blind command. And we need to bolt this down to the base so this can work. So we're going to need some bolt holes in this bottom as well. So I'll hit Sketch, Sketch command, and do the exact same thing. Here's that center mark. Go around all 4 edges. One more time. There is some advanced tricks on dimensioning holes. So you can just change one, your master hole, and it will automatically update the other ones. But that's going to be down the road a bit in a future class. And a little green checkbox, go to features, extruded cut. And this time we'll just change this to through all. Little green checkbox. And there you have it. Your very first gearbox. As we continue on, we'll make other parts for this. We'll make a cover for here. And we'll also make a cover for this top part. And then we'll add some gears to this later. So, pretty complicated or fairly multiple features to this part, but it's all just done with the very basic tools. We'll see you next time.